Hey guys, remember Fyre Festival? It was the greatest party that never happened. I just completely ripped that from the Netflix title. Well, if you didn't know, it was a festival that was advertised to happen in 2017, and it was on an island just off the Bahamas. It was like Pablo Escobar's old island. And we know that nothing ever goes wrong on private islands, so this was like a first. The original Fyre Festival promised partying with celebrities like Kylie Jenner, Gigi Hadid, private yachts, living like Pablo for the week, as they said. Even celebrities who were paid like took over Instagram, all posting these orange squares at the same time on their feed with a link to the Fyre Festival webpage in the description. However, these orange squares have all since been deleted, much like the black squares that I'm sure were posted on celebrities' pages in 2020. Well, the original founder of Fyre Festival, Billy McFarlane, is back. I would say better than ever, but I'm not too sure about that. But he's out of jail. That's right, he went to jail, but he's now back out on parole with a hefty fine to pay for what I'm going to call festival fraud. I'm pretty sure the technical term is just fraud, but I'm going to call it festival fraud. And he's trying to pretty much pay back his debts with Fyre Festival II, which is pretty much promising the exact same things as the original Fyre Festival, except this time, like, he's not even pretending that he's confident. And no, like, really, no one knows what it's going to be like. They haven't released any of the talent still yet, because Billy McFarlane wants to be the first festival to sell out without releasing any talent prior. Anyways, they're selling a maximum of 2,000 tickets, which honestly is like not that many. I went to a festival recently in Brisbane called Wildlands, and the amount of people that went to that was like 25,000, but I guess that also wasn't on an island where way more things can go wrong. And you might be thinking, how is Billy McFarlane gonna pay back the $26 million US that he owns? He owes $26 million. Well, the tickets are up for sale, and it actually hasn't sold out yet. Even though they're only selling 2,000 tickets, it hasn't sold out yet, and the tickets have been out for a week. So let's just go to the Fyre Festival page and have a look through, shall we? So we go to the Fyre Festival landing page, and we are immediately taken to what only looks like a complete ripoff of famous actor and power slap contestant Will Smith's youngest and only son, Jaden Smith's most notorious musical album and debut masterclass, Sire. Wait, Will Smith has another son that is 32 years old? Okay. And then we scroll one little bit and we are bombarded with buy tickets, buy tickets, buy tickets, buy tickets, buy tickets, fuck, please buy tickets. And then we scroll a little bit more and we are shown our ticketing options. Because as we all know, much like if I took a dookie in an elevator, there's levels to this shit. First of all, we have Ignite, which is described as the first step to the extraordinary. We have Fuego, which is described as your own exclusive getaway. Phoenix, which is described as being part of the creation. And then if we scroll down a little bit, we have Prometheus. The origin of the Prometheus Pass is shrouded in secrecy. Legend has it that it was inspired by the Titan Prometheus, who defied the gods to spark humanity and innovation. This pass is not for the faint of heart, nor is it for the casual attendee. It is for those who seek to rise above, who don't just want to witness history, but aspire to yeah, man, it's not that deep. It's just a ticket to a festival that costs 1.1 million USD. We gotta see what this is about. But first of all, we're still on the landing page. We scroll down and we get more buy tickets, buy tickets, buy tickets, buy tickets. And then we scroll down and we get the location. And it says it's being held at Isla Mujeres. It's being held at Isla Mujeres. Apparently, it's like an island off Cancun, Mexico. And then we scroll down, and there's another buy tickets tab, followed by another buy tickets tab. Let's get into the packages. First of all, the Ignite package. The Ignite package is general access, and it costs 1.4 thousand USD, and it gets you access to the festival. That's actually it. It gets you access to the festival. There's no accommodation and no travel included, paying roughly 2,000 Australian dollars. Next, we have the Fuego package. I love that word, Fuego. Sorry, I just gave myself the ick. The Fuego package is 5,000 USD per person, and it gets you VIP access to the front row of the stage. Travel not included and accommodation not included. It's just the Ignite package with a 30-meter viewing distance. Or for my Americans, that's 98 feet. And I'm size 12. Next up, we have the Phoenix package, which is 25,000 USD. But this package is for 2 people, so it's roughly 12.5K USD per person. The Phoenix pass gets you artist passes, so you get access to the artists. It gets you fire experiences, explore, embrace the unknown, and defy the impossible alongside some of the most fascinating people in the world. Fucking Logan Paul. Travel isn't included in this price, but it lets you know that commercial flights are readily available in and out of Cancun International Airport. Isn't that helpful? However, accommodation is included in the Phoenix package. Phoenix attendees will stay amongst the artists and other performing talent. That's exciting. Or maybe it would be exciting, except we don't know who the artists are yet. And I'd be a little bit worried because I'd assume that the fee for P. Diddy to perform is a lot cheaper than before. And we know that our Fyre Festival founder loves to save a bit of money. And finally, we get to the Prometheus package, which is valued at 1.1 million USD. I'm insanely interested in what this gets us. The Prometheus package is for 8 people. Per person, it costs 137,500 USD. Okay, which is still just insanely expensive. And the Prometheus package gets you accommodation on a yacht valued at 5,100 USD per person. And I know this because I did a reverse search on one of the photos they uploaded on the webpage on the FIRE landing page, and it just led us to a yacht rental website. So I assume they're just getting it from that yacht rental place. Yeah, it was this photo. It gets you a private plane flight from Miami to Cancun, valued at 20,000 USD for 8 people. So 2,500 USD per person. We're nowhere close to this $1.1 million threshold price. So yeah, just over like 7,000 USD for flights and accommodation per person, meaning the rest of the festival concierge and activities, on-stage access and dinners is still apparently valued at over $1 million USD, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Why would anyone pay for this? You're getting ripped off. So let's say I wanted to go and buy a ticket, right? So I go to click on the Ignite ticket, which is the base price of 1,400 USD. And it takes me to this ticketing reselling website called soldout.com. I'm guessing that Ticketek and the other big ticketing companies just didn't want to risk working with Fyre because they're like, well, probably gonna get canceled, dude. So they had to go with like some other third-party ticket reselling website. But I searched up if soldout.com is reliable. It's an American website, and apparently it is. So I guess that's good news. So the tickets went live 7 days ago from when I'm making this video on the 4th of March. And you would think surely for this type of event, Fyre Festival 2, there's only 2,000 tickets being sold. Surely there's a fair bit of hype and people want to buy these tickets, even just to see what it's like. Maybe even hoping that it fails, right? When I checked this website yesterday when I was doing my research, the Ignite tickets had 32 tickets for sale. Fuego had 24 left and Phoenix had 16. Guess how much each package has for sale now? The exact amount of tickets a whole day after I checked last, and they all just happen to be even numbers. This is just speculation, but I think something shady and sinister is going on here. I think the organizers of Fyre Festival 2 are purposely manipulating and manually entering the amount of tickets that are left on the soldout.com website so that 1, it seems like there is more demand for the tickets, and 2, this is just my opinion, I'm not saying this is actually what's happening, but I think they're gonna try and sell more than 2,000 tickets. Sue me! Don't! After looking at the ticket information for the festival, it's scheduled for May 30th of this year, which is like just a little over 2 months away from when I'm making this video. And they still haven't released any artists or anything, which is just a little bit concerning, isn't it? It's already been pushed back a month. They were supposed to have this April 30th, which is just over a month away. I just genuinely can't believe this shit, dude. But to get some more info on Fyre Festival 2, I wanted to watch with you 2 clips that were posted just about a week ago. About a week. The first one I want to watch is Today News America, and the second one is The Project, which is an Australian news source posted about 5 days ago. And both of them actually interview Billy McFarlane on the show, the founder of Fyre Festival and Fyre Festival 2. So first of all, to get some more insight, let's watch the Today Show.
8 years after the infamous Fyre Festival spectacularly flamed out, leaving attendees who'd been expecting a glamorous music festival, sleeping in emergency relief tents and eating cheese sandwiches.
I remember this tweet went so viral. They promised like really nice, high-class food, and they've just like completely missed all of the salad on the bread and just slapped some cheese on there. To be fair, I'm a salad scraper and I would just manually remove all that salad and just eat it with the cheese. So for me, this is like best case scenario. And they were also promised luxury tent experiences that cost like 12,000 US dollars. And then they were given these emergency relief tents, which is just, it is insane. Like I genuinely loved watching the Netflix documentary. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It's pretty fun to watch.
Its founder, Billy McFarlane, who spent 4 years behind bars for fraud, says it's back and will actually happen safely this time.
Oh, that's why. Last time he didn't say it was actually going to happen safely. This time it's going to happen safely though, right? for sure. Except this time, it's on a different island.
Revealing the festival's exact location, Isla Mujeres, Mexico.
How are you a news producer and you're pronouncing this wrong? It's Isla Mujeres. Beautiful island, Isla Mujeres, Mexico. And nothing ever goes wrong on Isla Mujeres. It's like a tick for me. Doing a Trump impression is like, it's like a tick. Like, you know, I can feel myself stimming. I'm just like, bleh.
Why do you think those partners agreed to partner with you, given what happened the first time?
FIRE 2 really isn't about the past, and it's not really about me. It's about taking the vision, which is strong.
The vision is strong. I'm sure the vision was strong last time as well, though. Like, that's the thing. I don't think he actually meant last time for it all to collapse on him. I really don't think he meant to just scam everyone like that. But I'm sure the vision was strong last time, you know what I mean? I kind of want it to all work out and be fine, but I also kind of just want it to, like, be another one of the first FIRE festivals, you know? Because I want another Netflix documentary.
So we're gonna have artists across electronic, hip-hop, pop, and rock. However, it's not just music. We might have a professional skateboarder do a demonstration. You might have an MMA champion teach you techniques in the morning. And
oh yes, the only thing I want when I'm waking up hungover on an island at a music festival is have an Australian mixed martial artist named Alexander Volkanov put me in a guillotine choke and tell me that I'll never make it to the UFC because I'm too weak. Oh yes, I would love a demonstration. Oh yes, I would love a mixed martial artist demonstration. Please teach me Taekwondo. Oh yes, I've got Skrillex at 2 a.m. and then a session with a mixed martial artist at 8 a.m.
we are selling the experience of FIRE. I want to be one of the first festivals that can sell out with no artists.
But you do have them booked.
We're announcing the artists over the next few months, so I'm not in charge of booking the talent.
Great. That is the best thing about FIRE, is that you spend your money without knowing what you're getting into. The only way he gets out of like answering that we don't have any talent booked is that I'm not the one in charge of booking the talent. He has no idea who's going to be performing.
Will these be A-list names that are involved?
I really hope so, and I expect so from our conversations.
I'm sure there will be a list of artists performing.
Whether McFarlane will see any of this firsthand, an open question, because part of his penalty restricts his travel.
Can you go to Mexico?
So I don't know.
So he can't even go see the festival for himself. His parole says he's not even allowed out of America. He can't even go to Mexico.
It's 2,000 people taking the risk, seeking the adventure, and wanting to be there for the moment.
Taking the risk. Is it a risk to buy a ticket to FIRE Festival II?
I think it's always a risk.
No, I don't think it is always a risk at all. I actually think it's never a risk. When I buy a ticket to a music festival, I know exactly what I'm getting myself into. I know exactly who's going to be performing, and I actually also know what time they're going to be performing. Except for Splendor in the Grass 2022. You know what I mean? Like, you know what you're getting yourself into when you buy a festival ticket. You buy a FIRE Festival ticket, it's like, well, maybe you'll see something.
As well. By the way, based on interest they've seen on their site, they say they think they could sell out within a day.
They say they think they could sell all the tickets in a day. Oh, man. I just know that Billy McFarlane, the founder, is low-key shitting himself right now. Especially if he thought that the tickets would have gone in a day, and it's been a week. And apparently they haven't sold any more than when I looked a day ago.
He says, I'm targeting 2,000 people who know that this is what they're coming for, to kind of survive FIRE Fest 2, to see what actually ends up happening.
Billy McFarlane saw the great success of popular YouTuber Mr. Beast and is now conducting his own Beast games. Could you imagine the horror? You just like get off the runway when you arrive on the island and you just see this harrowing Mr. Beast figure when you arrive at Isla Mujeres. And he's like, this time, we're doing it different.
Only one of you will be leaving the island.
All right, well, that's all for that one. But I wanted to watch with you The Project, the Australian version. They interview Billy McFarlane. Let's watch it together just to get a bit more info.
Thank you very much for your time tonight. So, FIRE 2.0. Is this going to happen?
FIRE 2 is going to happen, but I have one really important question for you guys. Why is Australia the second biggest market for FIRE?
That's interesting. Wow. Australia is the second biggest market for a FIRE festival in the world. Let me think why that would be. Maybe because we live like so far away from anything else happening in the world that sometimes a little bit of chaos excites the fuck out of us. In Brisbane right now, a cyclone is like just about to come here, like as soon as tonight for the next like week. And everyone I've been talking to is like, oh yeah, bro, I'm so fucking excited for this cyclone. Like, hopefully it means I don't have to go to work. Like, that's all people in Australia care about is like not going to work. And we get the most like annual leave out of anyone in the world. It's so funny.
Wow. We love chaos. We do like.
I literally just said that. Okay, awesome.
Have you sold any tickets yet?
We have sold tickets. I think what makes FIRE 2 so unique are the people who do come.
The people who what? I'm not gonna cut, dude. Ugh. I'm hearing my neighbors move around next door, like right on the fence. I've just moved in here. Not long ago, like a week ago. Stop it. I can only imagine what it sounds like for them hearing this because these windows aren't soundproof.
I made a lot of bad decisions, a lot of mistakes, and I'm doing FIRE 2 for a lot of reasons. One of those reasons is to pay everybody back.
But you're not, though. You're just paying back the debt that you're legally obliged to pay by the US government for your, like, bail. You're not paying anyone back. You're just paying the government back. But you have to pay so you don't go back to jail, dude. Don't act like that's not the reason why you're doing this.
We're going to announce one artist at a time, but the rule is that every artist has to host some kind of experience or excursion during the day before they perform.
Okay. So if it's Travis Scott, he has to sacrifice 3 people before his show. And Drake, I actually can't think of what Drake would do. I don't think Drake's done anything interesting recently that he would do.
We have an Australian pop singer who we've booked, and she'll be hosting a whale shark excursion during the day and then singing at night. So yeah, excited to announce her.
Amy Shark.
Oh, it's Amy Shark. Awesome. I'm not going then. I'm not going there. I'm sorry. I don't know if any Australian gives a fuck about Amy Shark that's like under the age of 30. Oh, you know when they say like co-worker music? Yeah, Amy Shark is co-worker music.
I actually don't think I can convince anybody to come to FIRE 2, but I also think that's what makes FIRE 2 so oddly interesting.
I would have to agree. I think that is the only reason why anyone would go to this festival is because they're like, fuck around and find out. Let's go see what happens. You know, that's why, like, honestly, I want to go. I'm not even kidding. If I was given like a free ticket, I would 100% go just for the experience. And that's why anyone buying a ticket is going to go for the experience of like, well, maybe something's going to happen, you know?
Well, I want to come.
You want to what?
Can I have a free ticket? I'm not joking. Please, can I have a free ticket?
Just for you. Just for you.
Billy, give me a free Billy, give me a free ticket. I'm pretty keen to see what happens, honestly. Like, I kind of want it to fail because I wanted another Netflix documentary, but I would also love it to see it succeed so that we can have like FIRE 3, FIRE 4. Because eventually I would love to go to one. You know, I would love to go to one. Well, it's only a couple months away, so we're going to see the TikToks and everything from it anyway. So I guess let's wait and see what happens. But yeah, I wanted to make a video on this because I find it genuinely like very interesting. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Again, we're doing this every time. You know this already. I'm asking you to subscribe. We haven't got anything on the wall yet, but we'll put stuff on the wall. Don't worry. Well, actually, what do you guys want on the wall? If you're still here, tell me. What do you want on the wall? Maybe I'll take like one of your advice and put something on the wall. All right. Bye, guys.